Hi, welcome back to Gigi's Holiday Place. Today's video is very unusual because it's in two parts. You know why? It was just too long for one. But it's the most important one because it's the first. You know, the first of everything in the Bible seems to be the most important. Think about it. On the first day, God created the heavens and the earth. Well, if he didn't create them on the first day, how could he create all that other stuff, and where would he put it? And in the 10 Commandments, you should love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, mind. If you don't do that, then none of the rest of them will work. So today's video is all about the first festival or holiday mentioned in the Bible, and it's called Shabbat. Now, I'm not going to make you wait. I'm going to post both videos at the same time so you can watch part 1 and part 2. But today you're going to see part 1, and you're going to see Baby Meadow trying so hard to learn to say what this holiday is about and the greeting that we use. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Can you say Shabbat Shalom?
But that's wrong.
That's right. Shalom?
But that's wrong.
We're getting better, aren't we? Alexa, turn on the menorah. Okay. You can even have a menorah that doesn't have real candles in it. And some of the battery ones may or may not work. It's just all about the lights. Hi there. Welcome back. The holiday that I want to talk to you about tonight is not technically a holiday like Christmas or Thanksgiving or Labor Day, but it is the first holiday that's in the Bible. Can you guess what it is? I'm talking about Shabbat. Now, you're going to have to pardon me if I look here every once in a while, because see, I have all my Bible verses marked on my telephone, but guess what? I'm recording and talking to you on my telephone, so I'm having to use my computer down here, okay? Because I have a different translation that I want to read to you from. Just disregard all that hollering you hear in the background because the dog is very upset with me. She's not allowed out roaming around and playing with her rubber chicken right now. Okay, so in the first book of the Bible, which is called Genesis, we hear in the first chapter every single thing that God created every day in that first week. But listen to what happens in chapter 2. Listen to this. So the creation of the heavens and the earth and everything in them was completed. Verse 2. On the seventh day, God had finished his work of creation, so he, now here comes a word, rested. Okay, rested from his work. Now, do you think that God was tired? I don't think so. I think that the word rested actually means ceased or finished. So let's read it that way. On the seventh day, God had finished the work of creation, so he finished all his work. And God blessed the seventh day and declared it holy because it was the day when he finished all the work of creation. I don't think God needed to rest. I think he finished. Okay? Now, God told Adam and Eve that he wanted them to rest one day a week. Okay? He was building a pattern for all the humans, starting with Adam and Eve and all the way to you and me and everybody else we know. But guess what? The people that God created, by the time we get to the book of Exodus, where we hear from Moses, nobody was doing Shabbat. Nobody was resting on the seventh day. So listen what God said in chapter 20 of the book of Exodus, verse 8. Now it's in what we call the 10 Commandments. And trust me, they're not suggestions, they're commandments. He said, remember to observe the Sabbath day by keeping it holy. You have 6 days each week for your ordinary work, but the seventh day is a Sabbath day of rest dedicated to the Lord your God. On that day, no one in your household may do any work. This includes you, your sons and daughters, your male and female servants, your livestock, and any foreigners living among you. Say, that's me! Okay? Remember I said they have to, we get to. For in 6 days the Lord made the heavens and the earth and the sea and everything in them, but on the seventh day he finished and he rested. That's why the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and set it apart as holy. Okay, so you say, well, what does that mean? What does it mean not to do any work? What if your mom or dad has to work on the Sabbath day? Well, this scripture says that one day in the week should be a Sabbath. There are a lot of times when family members have to go to their job on a different day than Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Many businesses are open 7 days a week. That's not God's perfect plan, but it's what's happened to us. And if your parents or you have a job, you got to go, right? But that verse said no ordinary work. Okay, so there's got to be one day in the week when there can be a day to just spend some time with God. So again, you ask, what do we do? Well, let's talk about how we keep holidays. What about, say, Thanksgiving? Okay, everybody's got a different way of doing Thanksgiving. It originally was a day when we should just be thankful, come together, share a meal, and talk about the blessings that God has given us. That sounds a little bit like Shabbat, doesn't it? But nowadays, families get together and have this great, big, humongous meal, focus on food, and then usually everybody's so full they take a nap. Or the daddies go watch a football game, the kids go outside and play, the moms have to wash all the dishes. In my family, we like to play games. This is a way that we keep Thanksgiving. So we have card games we like, we have games like Yahtzee and, things like that, right? That's how we celebrate. Well, there's a lot of traditions that have come down through the years for how to celebrate Shabbat or the Sabbath. Some people have got so many rules and regulations that they really are not even focusing on spending time with God, which is what he wanted us to do in the first place. Yeshua even said in the book of Mark, chapter 2, verse 27, the Sabbath was made to meet the needs of people and not people to meet the requirements of the Sabbath. Now, most people on Shabbat, most of the Jewish people and some people like me, try to have a special fancy dinner, like favorite foods on Shabbat. And we use our best dishes. When I was growing up, my mom always saved our best things for company. But I kind of think that my family and my friends are about the most special people I know. So I want to pull out all the stops. I want to use everything that is normally associated with holidays for Shabbat. But there are 3 special things that you do to start Shabbat. And usually this begins at sunset. Now tonight is Saturday. Yesterday was Friday, and I filmed these 3 things for you. Sometimes I have a lot of people over for Shabbat, but last night it was just me and the dog. You're going to hear the dog squeaking her rubber chicken. So let's watch while I guide you through these first 3 elements. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
So did you like that? I hope you learned something. Meadow's still trying really hard.
Shabbat full.
Shabbat
Shabbat
Shalom.
Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
That's right. She's going to get it one of these days. After all, she's only not quite 2. So we'll see you next time on Gigi's Holiday Place. Bye. And say Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.